So hello everyone, so in this video we're going to cover the second game between the top 4 matches for Season 10 playoffs. So this isn't actually the first time I'm going to click into this game. I've clicked into it once before, but I had looked at it for 2 minutes before I decided it was quite a one-sided game, mostly based on the draft. So this time I'm going to take a better look into it and see if there's anything different, because now I have more context based on the previous games which I didn't watch previously. So let's see what are we looking at. Okay, CrisPao is playing a bit of an AoE mix. Hilda, CC White. Pretty much no assassins in this team. It's like just Cherry and there's Pepsi. That's it. Oh no, there's Die Hard, so there's actually still 3 of them. But there's a lot of AoE going on here. Lovina, Helena, Himiko, Kruger, Wedham, Lucretia, you know, the usual. Like, normally I just don't include Lucretia and Wedham, they're just always there. So, and then he also has a bunch of single target stuff in Elwin and Azusa, along with IBC support. So, what is the trade-off for this box? I can't think on top of my head because there's a lot of AoE in this box. But there's still 3 assassins and then there's still a bunch of single target stuff. So I guess it's really just the CCY and Hilda's, and then plus 13. There's no Rosen, there's no Autocrato, there's no like support kind of unit. So yeah, it's a AoE / single target hybrid. Then on the right we have a Vargas, Hilda, double healer, and then the rest of it's pretty much, oh, there's a Himiko here, and then the rest of it's single target. Okay. Look sharp and pretty common if you're playing like a physical tank such as Vargas, because you know your Hira might get banned and then you just don't want to deal with Lucretia after that. If you're gonna see a wet hand ban, CrisPao, and we'll open up with IBC. So that's kind of standard nowadays for this sort of box. So units like Kruger, Azusa really appreciate the IBC buff. Then okay, Kruger and Wedham gets banned. So respecting the Kruger, even though he has Rosen, he doesn't want to pick it now. He prefers to just ban the Kruger. Get that out of the way. Wedham's obvious stuff. Opens with Lucretia, so yeah. Rosen and IBC. So Rosen Ben suggests that he wants to try to play some AoE, possibly. IBC is just, you know, trade range. No, he goes for Hilda, which... let's look at this. I mean, it's okay. It's not great though. Because Lucretia can play a part in just breaking down the Hilda. You know, you have TJS, Elwin, Cherry even. Because you're like, your only healer is CC White, so stun is pretty on the board. Somewhere down the line. CC White and Die Hard ban. So I'm trying to think of what Vivian would try to play here. Looking at the units left, maybe just picking up the CC White, or is that too pussy of a move? No, he does go for CC White. So Lucretia into CC White. I've seen this a bunch of times, but I don't know. I'm either bad at this style or I just don't like it. I don't know. Hilda and Cherry. So first he bans Rosen and then bans Cherry, so I'm not sure what he's trying to play. Like, are you trying to play AoE or single target? Why would you need to ban both? You know, Cherry is okay. Cherry hit and run, stun, very annoying. He goes for his own Cherry. So if you're gonna play like this, then why did you need to ban the Rosen? I don't know. Like, yeah, the Rosen is gonna make a lot of your AoE unplayable, but I don't know, the draft process is a little bit weird. If you're gonna ban the Rosen, you might as well pick up your AoE, right? Like, actually Vivian doesn't even give that much of a crap about banning it. He's banning like the Lucretia, Wedham, and then the Kruger. It's like, do your worst with the rest of these stuff. I can deal with it. Because Himiko kind of gets soft countered by Inspire because it has mobility down immunity. And I guess he's just not that scared about Lovina overall. Helena gets banned, so he's slowly banning out the AoE one at a time. Picks up his own Himiko, very annoying for a single target. There's a bunch of, you have a revive, everyone has a revive. Lovina comes up here, so it's a lot of mobility support going on here, but the only real DPS is Cherry at the moment. There just might be a bit too much going on for her. It's weird to see Elwyn ban into a Vargas because Elwyn literally cannot do anything to a Vargas lineup. Because you can't dispel his guard, and then the passive block doesn't really mean too much. As long as you dispel it before you lose your first life so that you can proc the 3C passive. But overall, he just needs to deal with the IBC, right? And then no one else can beat Vargas in this team, I think. Elwyn Tejas, respect ban. I don't know about the Himiko. Like, push actually sucks against Vargas because his guard is 3 range. Azusa, so disable guard, and then Luxia will go in and try and kill the IBC because there's no dispel here except for a possible goddess tier. So looks like a pretty straightforward game plan. Wizards on Lucretia, you know, so that you can still, like, it's better than sorcerers if you are not full health. So that's that. Battle Cry. Is this what you normally bring on Vargas for his 1 cost? I'm not too sure about that. But yeah, this is the passive I was talking about. The against the Brawn buff. So you just need to get rid of that from Elwyn before you lose your first life. Azusa with Heaven's Guard. Okay, against a Hilda. It's actually not too bad. Maybe he predicted the Templar Knights because he has a Lucretia. Then he just brought Heaven's Guard, which does the most damage. Actually, you could have brought State Guards, I guess. So yeah, not sure about that. But either way, if you use the magic DPS on Heaven's Guard, they actually hurt quite a fair bit. Meanwhile, oh, this is a Scepter Cherry, 1.1k. Then Shadow Raid 3C Himiko, double AoE Lovina, Mass Attack, double Guard. This feels quite pointless. Why not boost the Cherry? Himiko literally just loses it after she uses her 1 cost Auto Hot. So that's actually pretty useless. Like, why not just boost the Cherry? Vargas just chilling. Player 2 has a slower lineup anyway. Lucretia, CC White. You just want to stall on the first turn. Yeah, so if you gotta do that, what's the point of giving IBC's buff? Scepter Cherry, so he has to bounce with it, so what? What does this do? Thinking about opening up with the mobility down, but then CCY is just gonna move back, dispel everything, and then Cherry has no more target left. So I'm not sure why the Cherry is there. What was he scared about? Why did he move the Cherry down? I don't get it. There's no purpose behind that. In fact, he was probably worse than he originally was. Okay, at least he can't. Oh, he can run away. But he has to stay there to dispel the mobility from Vargas. Yeah, you can see this heal. He went from 75 to 88 from Inspire. This is why I hate Swordsmith Metal CCY. Like, this is not a healer. This is a utility support. This is not a healer. Don't play CCY against AoE. Having said that, infantry just knock the Himiko back. Cherry's gonna go in, but it's 3 blocks away, right? So this is not gonna kill the CCY, and then he's just what, trying to stun? Stun for who? Or is he gonna go in and just explode with Lovina? Lovina looks more likely. IBC is way too fucking far away, so... Huh? Shadow Raid on the summon. And run back. Well, he technically didn't lose much except for a lot of tempo. Because Himiko's talent is now procced on a 3-turn cooldown, Cherry has no attack buff, it's very far away from the fight. And Vivian basically didn't lose anything, like he tanked an AoE, but it does nothing. Fury of Tear Vargas. Black hole opens up the map. Just get swapped backwards, no commit at all. Oh, silence on the puppet. So you can't use it to reduce cooldown. Ooh! How much HP was that? 7.7k. There's no damage increase. It's a lot of damage. One unit within a 3-block ring. So yeah, basically, yeah, this is all he has, right? But he has no plus stats. So it's just pure damage increase. Sword Dance doing 7.7k. Arcane Golem. It's 8.2k. Oh, I think that crit method. Crit 8.2k. But yeah, he gets sealed. And then he's not able to get his big AoE off. Which is a bit sad. Like, what? Is he gonna run back? Yeah, Heaven's Guard. I was wondering why her mobility looks so shit. It's because of Heaven Guard. And like, he runs upwards. Okay, actually with the puppet down, it doesn't look that bad. Ooh, but 3-man AoE on the Himiko. Which basically deletes IBC from the game. Jesus Christ. Did he steal like any damage increase? No, it's just a regular attack buff. Almost just straight up killing the IBC. 9k AoE. Oof. Now Cherry doesn't have Shadow Raid to send it back. IBC can't, like, you don't want to use 3C to send Himiko back home. Hilda can do it, I guess. But he doesn't. But there's a lot of like unrecoverable damage going on for CrisPao. And he hasn't really gotten any kills other than the puppet. IBC uses her act again now. It's gonna get the mobility buff up again. But another AoE will finish the job, I think. Although actually I don't think there's any AoE. Oh, he clocked 3C. So yeah. Who is he gonna kill? Himiko? Hilda? No. This thing's mobility down. When did that happen? You have to get a passive block into a mobility down. That is really sad. When did he get that? Oh, from the black hole. That is sad news. Yeah. Pretty free kill. Then, I mean, Cherry can kill this in 2 hits. I guess. But, you have a fucking half HP Himiko and a Lovina on 500 HP with 2 mobility. Who's dealing with this? Who's dealing with this? sends the Himiko home, but well, he actually sends her forward, but the other Himiko is dead, I'm pretty sure. Boom. Yep, gone. Game's over. This Cherry is not gonna beat all this shit. And Vargas wins anyway. Inspire. Hilda can't even finish the job. Oof. Still not guarding. Yep. So I mean, was this really a draft kind of thing? I feel like CrisPao didn't really play his combo properly. Like, he initiated with Himiko, and then he immediately got healed back up. Cherry went in to kill fucking infantry summon, ran back. No more attack buff. And then Lovina went in to sword dance a puppet, and then got sealed, so he had to run away after that. Kinda too much defensive counterplay, I guess, between the seal and the CC White Dispel. That ended up Vargas basically not allowing anything to happen. IBC was a bit too far back when he initiated, but at the same time, if you try to, unless like you position properly for turn 1, but given how he positioned and who he boosted with the mobility, if you wait for another turn, you'll probably get hit by a black hole first, which is also pretty bad, because you have like no sustain whatsoever. Get hit by a black hole with a Himiko 3C, life is pretty rough as well. So, and also CC White is gonna have Act again on clear turn 2 onwards, so that's pretty bad as well. So yeah, this was mostly, yeah, like I mentioned at the start, it's a draft win, I suppose. Lack of sustain makes it quite hard to play this kind of matchup. It's like an AoE to AoE matchup actually. The Cherry is just playing a supporting role. The main players are Himiko and Lovina, and they didn't manage to get the job done. So we're gonna look at this for a while more, but the game is pretty over. Just gonna try to have another crack at it, but no attack buff. It's good damage, but not good enough. Himiko just doesn't give a fuck, starts hitting the Hilda. Okay, I'm not gonna look at this, or is this set? Yeah, let's go for the game 2. I remember the start of this draft. So okay, first let's see who is in and who is out. Lovina out and Archon in for the boat map. Whereas the right we have Himiko, Elwin and Azusa for Cortez again. And Archon as well. Who's the last one? Liana. So he's looking at a lot of AoE, so he wants to bring in the extra support. Like again, it's always good on player 2 because you get to see which player you are before you make the substitutes. So CrisPao picked player 1, he saw his player 2, so Liana makes a lot of sense. Cortez feels like it's his pocket pick because I don't think anyone else is playing it in top 16, and he seems to love it a lot. Archon is just, you know, boat map things. So he subbed out one AoE for another one basically, and then he brought in another healer, brought in Archon, traded away the 2 things that have to hit the tank, which is probably, he doesn't really want it. So he's gonna play a more AoE and assassin type of team comp, I guess, with this. Lucretia ban, so not a wet hand ban this time, and he picks this White. What does this do? If you're scared of AoE, just put Rosen in your box. What is this meant to do? It's playing against assassins and AoE, which CCY is weak to both. AoE because you cannot heal and dispel properly, assassins because you're picking a healer into a tempo draft. So I don't know what the fuck this is about. We're looking at the same bands from Vivian this time. Kruger and Badam again. Hilda first pick. So that's an Archon, Elwin, Helena, there's a lot of things that need to hit the tank. Even mobility down, immunity against Himiko as well. IBC, yeah, that's basically like no assassins. Just these three. Which Cortez actually counters Pepsi quite a little bit. Then Die Hard, if this thing is dropped near Die Hard, is a 1-for-1. Or it can just, you know, you have Oath, so Lava Titans doesn't work. Yeah, Cortez is actually pretty decent against all these assassins. Rosen and when I'm bad. Rosen. Oh, okay. Yeah, this is the part where I kind of clicked out on my screen. But then again, he did this against Lead Me in his top 8. Yeah, top 8 game. But we're looking at a completely different box this time. Lead Me was playing a store box. And I mean, Lead Me did get a Helena to counter the Elwin, but Elwin got 2 hits off before the Helena tried to hit him. Because he got zoned by a Archon. But we're looking at a completely different box here. This box is not a store box, and he has plenty of ways to deal with the Elwin when he comes in. And he doesn't really care that much about actually guarding. Like, tanking the Elwin hit is good enough value of the Hilda, given this opening. There's a CC1 and Elwin. Like, there's no game on the left yet. Cortez comes out. So Cortez is a soft check to Elwin. Because if you put the soul sketch, I don't remember which one is which one. Basically, you mark the Elwin and then you use his single target attack skill on the Elwin, and then you kill him with the Talon like 0.1 AoE. So you can kill Elwin in one action. There will be no follow-up hit from the Elwin. So that's maybe part of the reason why he loves this unit so much. And I think not many people know about it if you haven't seen it before. Looking at Cherry and Helena ban here. TJS. So yeah, there is still no game plan. Like, his game plan is completely revolving around Elwin disabling the Hilda, and then you do some follow-up damage. So right now, if you are Vivian, you probably just ban out the single target stuff. Okay, he bans the proper tank and Helena. So not sure why he really needs to ban the Hilda. He wants to play Archon, maybe? Archon, TJS, IBC. It's one of those, probably. IBC. Mobility boost for Cortez. Doesn't need attack buff. Like, he's part of Hilda's faction, I'm pretty sure. This opens up the map for Archon as well. Now you have to respect ban the Archon as Archon, maybe Pepsi or TJS, and then that opens up to it again as well, which is also pretty rough news. Archon and Liana. Goes for Himiko, which is not what you really need. He's basically been picking 4 things that Hilda at least soft checks. Like, normally you can try to overwhelm the Hilda, but I just don't think there's enough tempo. Because CC White is not a DPS. Himiko has some AoE, but it's not really doing enough. Like, picking a CC... I was thinking about picking CC White to counter the Himiko, so the Himiko's not really a factor. You AoE, then she just heals, and that's gonna be the end of that. So Elwin goes in, gets killed by Cortez. TJS doesn't really have a springboard to jump on because the Elwin is dead, so it's kind of hard for her to get in. Himiko initiation just gets countered by CC White. So yeah, there's no game on the left right now. That's why I clicked away after the draft. So I didn't actually see what happened in the game. Yeah. Vargas and Die Hard. Yeah. I mean, he's picked an entire team that gets countered by Hilda, the first pick. And you are Vivian. I don't know, which one's better? TJS might be better, I think. Yeah, okay. Offer a little bit of sustain with Holywood. And, you know, like, he has mobility boost and teleport, but Vivian doesn't need to go anywhere. It's the left that's gonna approach the right. So as long as you kill the Elwin when he comes in, you get your guard back or your command aura, so Archon cannot hope. Then life is good. There's no game on the left. Oh, I didn't actually click through the skills. Let's look at this. Forest Priest on CC White. It's not enough. It's not enough. C1 Himiko strengthen. This troop, I mean this EOL skin looks weird because it makes him look less aquatic. Cortez, yeah, this is Soul Scream. Just want to mention the single target skill. Discipline on ABC. Doesn't even want to bring her signature 2C. Because this one actually has a lower cooldown. I actually do feel sometimes that Discipline is better because it allows you to heal yourself. And the other skill doesn't. Like Go Out might go on something else. So this is nice for self-sustain. Yep, Holy Light as well. CC White with Forest Priest. Just against Himiko, I guess, because there's no real assassin, so you don't need Shrine Maidens. Route on Hilda. Lancer just chilling. Is he gonna go in with Elwyn already? It's not gonna work though. And he blows his egg again on TJS this turn. And he strengthens first before teleporting, so that is really bad for tempo. Because now your teleport's down for 2 turns and you have to act again with strengthen, which is a lot harder to get in range compared to teleport. So Hilda gets teleported in front. I don't think that actually has any intention behind it. He's just burning his egg again and moving his Hilda forward. Okay, I guess it has a little bit, which is, you stay in guard when you send the Himiko. Himiko seals the Cortez, which hasn't moved. So Cortez is going to, click end turn? Yeah, that literally did nothing. Long-term investment. He's like, I don't even need to heal this. Yeah, he's saving coins for the Himiko 3C, which makes sense. So this Himiko is dead because the talent is already proc. It's going nowhere. You can just inspire and then it's not even inspiring. It's like there's no follow-up AoE. What are you gonna do about it? So yeah, Hilda has a shit ton of buffs now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 buffs, so 5 out of 8. So your Elwyn better get the correct one. Strengthen on Archon. Archon is like the worst strengthen user in the game because Tidal Surge, you burn 1 turn. You hook, you burn the 2nd turn. And then when you actually hit, you have no attack buff. And look at this Tensei now. Both her again skill, her support skills are on cooldown, which means it's not joining the fight next turn. Even if you have to burn an act again on her basically. It's very bad understanding on the tempo. Like it's already a bad draft, but like the play makes it worse, I think. Lancer, just a backup tank in case the Elwyn really does do his thing, but it's really just for insurance. Inspire, just moving further away from the fight. And this Himiko basically died for absolutely nothing. Elwyn's gonna come in, but this Cortez hasn't moved and it's going to instantly kill the Elwyn. So first, let's see what buffs he dispelled. I don't think he got the guard. He got neither the guard nor the command aura, so I'm sorry, Archon. How many buffs were there? Did she get more? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 buffs. So yeah, just the extra 2 from Inspire. 5 out of 10 and he got neither the guard nor the command. So that's pretty sad. Because in this case, if IBC is Goddess tier, she can just act again and remove the passive block and the Archon still wouldn't be able to do anything before Cortez finally kills the Elwyn. So realistically, he wouldn't have been able to do anything, but it's just adding insult to injury, I think. Now you just straight up kill the Elwin. Turn into Lancer, you mark him with the Soul Depiction. So Sketches is AoE. So Scream, so, the Elwin is so dead. Soul Hunter, Fragmented Soul, goodbye Elwin. Inspire, I mean, whatever that thing is called. Oh, my Elwin now. Not too bad. Oh, doesn't have unicorns. Yeah, this Archon is like... Okay, he Tidal Surges out of the game. And that will be the end of this series. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys in the next one.